Did you hear that? Shh. That's right. It's the Cubs free agent pool splashing. Hello, Seiya Suzuki, a special Locked On Cubs bonus edition on a Wednesday afternoon. Coming at you now.
You are Locked On Cubs, your daily Chicago Cubs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday again to you. Welcome on in to Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. I'm Andrew Bellison, your host at Chicago Cubs PA at Locked On Cubs. Please join us on Twitter. Let's talk Seiya Suzuki. Thank you for making us your first listen this morning with our regularly scheduled episode. This is a bonus edition because the Cubs made a splash. First of all, thanks for being with us for round two today. Check us out on YouTube as well. Locked On Cubs YouTube page has a lot of fun stuff on there. Let's dive right in. It's a bonus edition. Happy Wednesday to you. First and foremost, I bet you're excited. I'm so excited. I can't hardly contain myself. I don't want to rub it in, but I told you so. And I have to say it. I said it the other day. While they still have work to do, I told you here on Locked On Cubs that the Cubs were not done spending money. And they opened the pocketbook and dropped some coinage on Seiya Suzuki, the Japanese slugger outfielder, the newest member of your Chicago Cubs. This one is a dandy. So how did this go down? Let's rewind a couple of nights. It is believed that Monday evening, so 2 nights ago, David Ross, President Jed Hoyer, and owner and chairman Tom Ricketts flew to Los Angeles to meet with Seiya Suzuki and his camp and formally pitch the Chicago Cubs and the city of Chicago to the Japanese All-Star. So fast forward 2 days later now, the deal is official. 5 years, we've heard 85 million buckaroonies or 100 mil if you count. Both are correct. The 85 million would be the contract. The extra 15 would be the obligatory posting fee for the international player. So at any rate, big dollars, massive deal for Seiya Suzuki to become the Chicago Cubs right fielder, presumably. So you've heard about him. We've dedicated a show or two to him during the Major League Baseball lockout. What kind of player is Seiya Suzuki? Let me read you some of the numbers. Get a towel. You might drool a little bit. This is really good stuff. So if you've looked up his numbers from his time in Japan, you have been very impressed. But let me share a few of these with you going back, I don't know, maybe the last 3-4 years. 2021, age 26 season. Keep in mind, he'll be 27 here in this upcoming season. Last year, in 526 plate appearances. Remember, they play a smaller schedule there. 129 games, 526 plate appearances. 321 hitter. On base 43.5% of the time, slugged 647. That's an OPS of 1082. There's some concern that there's a drop-off when players from Japan come over and face Major League pitching. We've seen that. Historically, that is correct. Let me paint this kind of picture. If he dropped 200 points off his OPS, he'd still be at an 880. Wow. How about the year before that? 25 home runs, 28 home runs in 2019. Last year, I failed to mention 38 home runs, knocked in 87 runs. Check out this doubles home runs combo since 2016. 26 doubles, 29 homers, 28 doubles, 26 homers, 32 doubles, 31 homers, 31 doubles, 28 homers. Get the picture? On base percentage since 2016, 398, 389, 439, 453, 409, 435. Last year, 38 home runs, struck out only 86 times. I mean, the guy is a sensational hitter at the plate and a heck of a good right fielder as well. So, are you excited yet? You should be. Want the scouting report? This one is from July. When he was called the best non-U.S. prospect bat at the Olympics. And here's what the report said. Suzuki is a 5-time NPB All-Star and won the Central League batting title in 2009. While many Japanese hitters keep their hands inside and take short, direct pass to the ball, Suzuki takes powerful uppercuts, more conducive to the modern Major League Baseball game. That should put a smile on your face. He has plus raw power and the bat speed, hand-eye coordination, and feel for the barrel to be an average hitter once he adjusts to Major League velocity. That's a key difference between Japan pitching and pitching in the major leagues here in the United States, although there is some hesitation whether he will, this scout says. He's an above-average right fielder and defender with an above-average arm in the outfield. Suzuki's offensive and defensive abilities make him a potential starting outfielder in Major League Baseball. He'll be a free agent, as we know, after the 2022 season. Remember, he was called the best non-U.S. prospect bat at the Olympics. This is a splash. We heard in February that he was going to come to the States to play, and the Cubs were very possibly going to be the landing spot. Then they backed off those reports, and we didn't know. Now, all of a sudden, here we are, day 3 of camp officially, and the deal is official, and Seiya Suzuki is the newest member of your Chicago Cubs. Bonus Wednesday, Locked On Cubs, great news to report. This little bonus episode brought to you by Built Bar. Time of year that you've given up on your resolutions, unless you've incorporated Built Bar into your diet routine, because it makes it easier to eat healthier because they're just so darn good, and they're good for you. Most Built Bars have only 130 calories, 4 grams of sugar, 4 grams of net carbs, and 17 grams of protein. Let's compare that to a regular candy bar. 240 calories or more, 30 grams of sugar or more, dozens of net carbs, kills your immune system, kills your body. Try Built Bar today. The flavors are great. Mint brownie, coconut almond, and for this month only, white chocolate cookies and cream. Get it while it lasts. Do me a favor, go to Built.com, use our promo code LOCK15. You'll get 15% off your order. It's that time of year again, college basketball tourney time. For all the latest odds, contests, and player props, BetOnline is the #1 source for all of your sports betting needs and information. It's not just basketball either. BetOnline is your continued source for all of your sports wagering information needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino games. BetOnline, where the game starts. So the big news on a bonus Locked On Cubs Wednesday, Seiya Suzuki, the newest member of your Chicago Cubs, 5-year, $85 million deal to come over and play baseball in the major leagues. So what, you might ask? It's a splash. And it's a great start or continuation of where the Cubs left off pre-lockout in terms of the market, et cetera, et cetera. What does this mean? Well, to me, 2 things for me right now. They've obviously improved a major need that we have preached about for a long time. They needed a bat in the middle of the order, a power bat in the outfield position, and they got that. 2 birds, 1 stone. Have to love that. Surely we'll see some time for Suzuki at the designated hitter position as well. As David Ross noted yesterday in camp, that's going to be somewhat of a revolving door. So no question, he'll take a turn in the DH role. Furthermore, with the landing of Suzuki now, Andrelton Simmons earlier in the week, it would seemingly make it all that more imperative, in our opinion, to try to continue to spend and add in the market from this point on, right? Don't stop now, Cubs. Keep on doing what you're doing. Maybe a Correa move now makes even more sense than ever. Pipe dream? I wouldn't count it out. So great stuff happening in Chicago/Mesa. Camp got a late start, but we are making up for lost time here real quick. Awesome news on a Wednesday. Check us out on YouTube, Locked On Cubs YouTube, on social as well. Thank you for making us your first listen this morning and your second listen here for round 2 on a bonus Locked On Cubs Wednesday. With that said, we've officially now said goodbye, or at least in our book, to a Cubs legend, Anthony Rizzo, your guy, your first baseman, World Series champion, staying put with the Bronx Bombers. He signed a 2-year deal with the New York Yankees earlier today, $32 million contract for 2 years. So no Rizzo reunion with the Cubs here for the next 2 years anyway, or likely ever at this point. So for old time's sake, I'll say one more time, First baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo. Mr. Suzuki, welcome to Chicago. We are pumped to see you patrol the outfield at Wrigley Field. Stay locked in with Locked On Cubs the rest of the week for all the latest from Mesa, Cactus League Camp. All week long, we'll have updates, news, information, and more. Stick with us on social, YouTube as well. Until next time, adios.